Pokemon Masters, PokeAtmos here, and I told you they were gonna do it. Regional variants for Legends Arceus. It's just such a cool opportunity to do ancient forms. Although again, the word ancient, I should probably clarify here. I think I got swept away, as did many other Pokemon fans when we saw Pokemon Legends Arceus. This doesn't seem to be that ancient of a region. It only appears to be like a couple hundred years at most, which actually makes it kind of weird that they're doing regional variants if it's only been a couple hundred years at most, because a lot of life forms don't adapt that quickly. But this is the Pokemon world where Pokemon evolve into multiple stages within one lifetime, so I guess it's fine. Anyway, if you want to see a video where I've already discussed 5 ideas for regional variants, I'll leave that linked in the description and also in the iCard and all that jazz. I had this really cool idea for a Voltorb that's like an ancient Pokeball Voltorb. Man, that was such a cool idea. But in this video, I'm going to very quickly just kind of cover 3 more ideas that I think obviously just have to happen. Of course, if you leave a comment on this video, because Legends Arceus is in the title, you will be in with a chance of winning a copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus when it comes out in January. I'm going to be giving away 3 copies. It's a worldwide giveaway, so good luck. Also, don't forget to use Ancient Power on the like button. As long as you don't miss, you'll get a huge stat buff from it. Right, with that being said, let's jump into 3 Pokemon forms that need to appear in the Hisui region. Let's do it. Okay, Pokemon Masters. So I was gonna start this off, and actually the thumbnail had a totally different Pokemon in it to begin with. Hisui and Arcanine, and obviously this is going to happen. This is some mock-up artwork that my girlfriend, The Last Shaman, did. You can follow her on Instagram, by the way. She's been doing some amazing Legends Arceus work. Just like, look at that Basculegion. Obviously, Hisui and Growlithe is going to need to evolve, and doing an Arcanine makes sense, but it's more than just an Arcanine. First of all, we know that the Growlithe is the part rock type, and Growlithe and Arcanine have always been inspired by the Chinese dog lions, the statues, so I think having this one taking on a very statue-like appearance makes sense for why the rock typing is there. But more importantly, given that they're going down this route, it's finally time for them to address why Arcanine is called the legendary Pokemon. Because remember, this version of Arcanine existed before the modern day Arcanine. So the fact that it's called the legendary Pokemon, I want to get some insight into that. I want to understand why in the Kanto anime saga, when we see the picture with the 3 legendary birds on it and Arcanine's there, why is Arcanine considered so special? I actually do think I have a small theory as to why this might be the case. According to the website, Hisui and Growlithe isn't known for hanging out with people. It's been separated from people for a long time, and you have to gain its trust. Whereas obviously modern day Growlithe, we know it to be friendly with people and it protects its trainer. But in fact, the whole game is set at a time when people and Pokemon live very separate lives. And in fact, fully evolved Pokemon like Luxray and Ursaring and Gyarados that we see in the trailer tend to be quite aggressive towards people. Obviously, Growlithe between then and now goes on this journey of living a separate life to people, to Growlithe, you know, coming to be, well, I guess it's people's best friend. What if the region that Arcanine is considered legendary is because the legend goes in Pokemon Legends Arceus that Growlithe was the first Pokemon to evolve under the care of people. Usually they just evolve in the wild, but a trainer can actually manage to evolve a Growlithe, and thus it became kind of a legend, kind of a myth, giving Arcanine that legendary status. Now, I know I really want to talk about the Pokemon that is on the thumbnail of today's video, but before I get to that, I have one other Pokemon that I want to talk about, and that is the same one that I talked about when the Alolan forms got announced and when the Galarian forms got announced, and that is, of course, Crystal Onix. An Ice-type Onix that is weak in the animated series to Charmeleon's fire attacks, but is perfectly happy living in the water. We need this Pokemon canonized. It is such a huge and memorable part of the original anime, or I guess the Orange Island saga, the Crystal Onix, and it's so weird to me that we've had Alolan forms, right? We've seen the Ice-type Sandslash and Ninetales, but we don't see it with Onix. And it's made even weirder because Mega Steelix has these big crystal-like structures that jet out from underneath within its body. So we've had like little references to it, something deep within the DNA, within the genetics, within the coding of an Onix. I would love for it to be the case that all Onix used to look like this, and that my whole theory about Crystal Onix is flipped on its head, and that the one that we see in the anime is actually just a crystal of ancient times, and it is the last surviving member of that lineage of Onix. Wouldn't that add like so much more to that original series? Like, you'd go back, you'd watch that episode, and you'd be like, oh my goodness, it's a Hisui and Onix. I think that would be super cool. It's a classic Gen 1 Pokemon, so like, you know, it's got to be up there in the list of Pokemon they want to give new forms to. And I don't want to make a whole third video just for Crystal Onix and saying how they should do a regional variant. Of course they should. Also, it's Sinnoh. It's covered in snow. This is the perfect time for an Ice-type Onix. It could also be the case that the original Sinnoh Underground, all the Pokemon hideaways, were dug in ancient time by Crystal Onix burrowing underground to escape the change of temperature that the overworld was experiencing before Onix like transitioned into becoming their modern day forms. There's so much lore that you could put in here. And number 3, and this is where I'm being super cheeky and what this video is kind of really about. Introducing the Pokemon Kabutops. B-O-O, Kabutops. This is not a regional variant of Kabutops. It may actually be a regional variant or evolution or pre-evolution or cousin to Spiritomb. See, in ancient Sinnoh, there are plenty of spirits roaming around, and 108 of them are bound to the odd keystone to create Spiritomb. But what were those spirits doing beforehand? Well, the Sinnoh Underground is filled with fossils. I like the idea that perhaps there's these spirits that would possess and like use these fossils kind of like they're recycling the bones, like hermit crabs, using the bones as homes. And I think the reason that I think it would be really cool for Kabutops specifically is because you might realize that both the ghost inside has been drawn, and by the way, this was done by the incredible artist Alex Allen, who has done a bunch of Fakemon for me. You've got to go follow this guy on Instagram. He makes absolutely fantastic art. Anyway, my thinking for why Kabutops is because obviously both the spirit inside and the fossilized skeleton of Kabutops are synonymous with MissingNo. So this would be a really cool way to pay homage to the MissingNo glitch with 2 different forms of MissingNo fused together, and also the name Kabutops I think is great. And also a nice way to pay homage to like fossil Pokemon and ancient Pokemon life, because this is only set Legends Arceus a couple hundred years ago at most. So, you know, Kabutops natively would not be alive as they were like 300 million years ago, but it's a nice way to kind of show off ancient Pokemon life forms. Of course, you could do it with Rampardos, you could do it with Bastiodon, of course, you could also do it with Omastar. You could call it Omen Star. And here we have the real reason that I'm doing this video. Kabutops is actually not something I made for this video. This whole quick video is a tease. I'm so sorry. Kabutops, while I do think it would be a genuinely cool idea, and if they did something like this in Legend Arceus, I'd be blown away, it is one of over 100 Fakemon that I have had made in this style that look like this, that have this level of production quality. And they are all going to be in my upcoming series, Pokemon Tempest, for which the trailer comes out this week. You remember how at the beginning of the year, I kind of had this series going on, like Fakemon Friday, and I was showing off Gigantamax forms for if they included Dynamax and Gigantamax in the Sinnoh games. Obviously, they've not done that. Well, Fakemon Friday is coming back from next week. You'll see in the trailer, but I got this whole series coming out called Pokemon Tempest with over 100 brand new Fakemon. Kabutops is just the one that I think would fit best with Legends Arceus. But these Fakemon are all of my own creation, and I've been working on this series since December last year. I am so excited to show you the trailer to give you a feel for what this series is going to be like, though if any of you follow Hoops and Hip Hop's channel, I think you might already know. You'll have a good feeling for what I'm going to be doing, and so if you like Fakemon content like this, every week for at least the next 20 to 22 weeks, there's going to be something for you, alongside my regular videos when I'm just doing normal theories and bits of info about Legends Arceus. So I am excited and also a little bit shiny because it's very reflective in here. Anyway, I hope you're looking forward to Pokemon Tempest. Maybe Omen Star is a real thing that has been created as well. For that, you are going to have to wait and see. Just treat this as a little bit of a tease. I am excited for both Legends Arceus and, of course, my upcoming series. And, of course, remember to use Ancient Power on the like button. As long as you don't miss, you'll get that stat boost. Leave a comment and you're in with the chance of winning a copy of Legends Arceus. And so hi, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon Master!
What in the world? So many of you are supporting me on Patreon right now. Thank you so much to the big Patreons of this month. There's JD Gottlich, Matty Bar, PokeBliss, PokeAtmos, and Michael Hornschuch. Thank you.